Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cause We Geek. But we encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, boy, feeling like you're straight out of an anime out here, man. It's your program. Joining me is a man, the only alphabet he know is CUZ, that's cuz in the building. And then we got the man that said he about to tell y'all right now that cussing in this is his blood. That's back with Big J. And then, of course, we got the one man that said he don't need his fingers to count. We got BA, man. Listen.
I can't say it.
With y'all today, man. Listen, there's a lot to get into, man. Y'all already know, man. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television, y'all. Me and Cuz been out here watching the new season of One Piece, man. That's what we was watching early before the show started. I can't wait to get back to the show. But listen, if you guys are into the geek culture, man, into geek content, go ahead and do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday and every Saturday morning, y'all, as we get our geek on. And also, too, everybody, please hit them likes for us, man. That'd be much appreciated. It definitely helps out the channel in more ways than you know. And also, too, guys, if you have any questions or any comments addressing any of the topics that we have here on the show, simply add to the comment section and we'll get to those at the end of the show. All right, fellas. Drop my hands real quick, man. Listen, let's go ahead and get to the show here, man. Before we do, let's show some love to the merch. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in any of the merch from the channel, like the one I have on right here, the Dragon Ball Z Cause We Geek shirt, simply scroll down to the description box. We have links to every single one of the shirts for the channel down in the description box below. So go ahead and scroll down there, man, and check out the merch. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. We got an interesting few topics here we can get to today, man. So let's go ahead and get first to the main topic. Uh-oh. BJ said will never be done, but check it out. I said, check it out, BJ. Check it out, man. Ryan Reynolds has started working on Deadpool #4. Well, I think we all kind of figured it might be another Deadpool. Was 100% sure. He was talking like he was like done with Deadpool and all that type of stuff. But here we are, man. So right now the rumors are that he's starting on Deadpool 4, man. What you think about this, BJ? Do you think we actually getting a Deadpool 4, or you think he's just smoke and mirrors?
I think if they back that truck full of cash up to him, I'm sure he'll go ahead and finish that movie. Blake might have to have him write some checks, depending what happened with that Justin Baldoni thing. You know what I mean?
I guess so, man. What you got, Big A?
I think it's a good look. We would like to see a Deadpool world after all this. I'm assuming it's going to be after the next two Avenger movies. So somewhere in this newly formed universe. And it's like watching Deadpool sometimes is like a common way of looking at scary movie, right? Just shout out to the Wayne brothers on the show. Because he's going to spoof it some kind of way. He's going to spoof the jump. So whatever doesn't go right with the next two Avenger movies, whatever we say
will
on the
point it out.
shows, he's going to point it out, and it just be like, oh yeah, well they did do that. Well, definitely too many X-Men in majority. However he says it or however it goes down. So that's always nice to see. Nice little ha chuckle moment. But I mean, Deadpool's a hot commodity. Like just call it what it is. He commands the attention, and so far, I hope that they bring back old girl that was in the first one, and the second one I believe. No, she was in the second one. Zazie Beetz. Just bring her back, and that'll be okay.
Domino.
That's all I need. And don't do that. Don't do that, Jay. Don't shake your head. So
Thirsty over there?
as I said before, it's a great series. Just bring her back, and they got my money.
So if she fights Jamie Lawson, what would you?
It depends on the character, and Domino's natural probability works in her favor anyway, so that sucks.
Hold on. If Zazie Beetz fought Jamie Lawson in Deadpool 4, tell me it depends on the character. Is that what you're gonna go with?
That's what I'm putting on air.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I thought you were finna say the probability thing. You know what I'm saying? Where she gets the whole look.
I said probability for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like she's supposed to win most of these situations. So there we go. That's on wax.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by them wanting to do another 4 or do another Deadpool, especially going into the Mutant Saga because he's pretty intertwined with the X-Men. So it's not really surprising. And then also, I think it would also help with the build of the new Mutant Saga because you already have a major known commodity that will help lead into X-Men, even if it's right after or at some point within the saga. It only makes sense to help bolster eyeballs and the overall you'll be able to get a lot more money as well because eyeballs and money will be there with Deadpool. And Ryan Reynolds is hot right now from just the movies that they're just money wise and eyeballs wise as far as people wanting to see him on the screen. But when it comes to like your Deadpool, your Welcome to Wrexham, people enjoy being able to see him. So yeah, it just makes sense.
None of y'all have asked a question. If he does do another movie, or if he sticks around for the MCU after Secret Wars, are they going to integrate him into some of the stories going forward, or is it going to still kind of be like he's in the universe, but he's not in the universe? Like kind of how they did with the X-Men. Like he's in the X-Men universe, but he's not in the X-Men universe. Where like what BA was saying, he kind of throwing a couple jabs there at the MCU as a whole or whatever. Like, you think they're going to do that? Or because from what I'm hearing, the rumor right now is they're talking about doing another team up with him. And so people kind of throwing at the idea maybe him and Spider-Man having a team up movie or something like that. I don't know how the contract is working with Sony and Marvel. Like, is that one of the movies that they added to the contract or whatever? I don't know. With the deal or whatever, I don't know. But that's the rumor that's going around right now. Of course, they already did Wolverine and Deadpool. That's what everybody wants to see. The next team up people want to see is Deadpool and Spider-Man. That's the next one they want to see. So I was kind of wondering that, like, do y'all think that they would finally integrate him in the MCU proper, as far as like, he'll be in an Avenger movie or something, or y'all think he'll be in the MCU, but he'll kind of be outside of it at the same time? Like, what do y'all think?
I think they'll have him integrated just because it will help the Mutant Saga more, having him there.
I think that it'll be more one-off. I like the way that you kind of presented it, Rel. Makes you think a little bit. So I don't necessarily see him, like, it's his own movie, so it'll be centered around him, obviously. So maybe a team up movie could be possible. I see Spider-Man. I'll raise you Daredevil. I think that'll be an interesting pairing between the two, and just him being who he is next to a blind guy will be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's I can see it popping up in definitely different other people's stuff, little segments here and there, and keep it moving. But for his own movie, yeah, I think he'll definitely be a part of it. I think it's just gonna be one world moving forward. He might have off-world type stuff, like not off-world, but just like, oh yeah, he's over there doing whatever. And they'll just write it off and keep it going, similar to like they do Captain Marvel. But yeah, I like to see him and Daredevil be in a movie together.
No, what you trying to say, BJ?
No, I was gonna say definitely. I would see him more with Daredevil. I think that's gonna come first. So my thing is, if Tom's
before
on the
Spider-Man. Oh,
yeah.
you saying because of the deal and all that?
Huh? No, I'm saying, well, so I think he only has 3 movies. I'm saying Tom Holland, I think, only has 3 movies in the MCU.
Yeah, that's what
well, he's got 3 Spider-Man movies and then 2 MCU, and so I think the Secret Wars and Dooms. Well, he's not in Doomsday, so probably Secret Wars and then whatever else after that. I think that'd probably be it for him, because he's gonna be 30-something by the time he finishes shooting all that, because he's already 28. So
yeah.
So my thing is, I think he's like I said, and also we know they said they want to do something with Venom, so that's going to be probably one of his solo movies, and I think they're going to do a crossover with him and Daredevil. So I don't know if there's going to be room to do another crossover with him and Deadpool. And plus Deadpool, I don't think works with everybody. I think Deadpool works in like just concentrated shots, because too much of Ryan Reynolds just doing what he do, you turn into Blade Trinity, I think, is what would happen. You know what I mean?
Well, the reason why I was saying that, because in the comics he's synonymous with Spider-Man. He's synonymous with Wolverine. So those are like the 2 main people that I think a lot of people are saying that they want to see him, be do a movie with or whatever. But I don't know what the situation is with the whole deal or whatever with Marvel and Sony. So I didn't know, like you said, I think it's 2 Avenger movies and 3 Spider-Man movies, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not going to be in Doomsday, from what we know. He's not going to be in Doomsday. He is going to be in Secret Wars, and he's going to do 3, well, not 2 other Spider-Man movies, other than the ones coming out this summer or whatever. So that's why I was like, I wonder if they do the team up movie. Maybe they're saving one of those movies for Deadpool and Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? That's one of, like I said, this team up everybody been asking for. So I don't know, because I can't think of anybody unless you recast Cable and do another, do a true, Deadpool Cable movie or something like that, or you bring back what's the boy name that played Cable? I'm blanking.
Josh Brolin? No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So don't bring Josh Brolin back.
I mean, once again, Josh Brolin he's got to be in his 60s. I mean, once again, how long he gonna be ripped to be able to do that?
I mean, we talking about bringing Domino back, BA. I mean, might well bring him back, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna depend on, like you said, it's gonna probably depend on like, if they completely want to reboot, everything tied to the X-Men or whatever. I know that they were trying to do that with the actual X-Men, kind of wait for the time to go by so they can finally cast a new cast to fit right here in the MCU or whatever. So, I mean, but that's only, like I said, that's the only people I could think of, or maybe they'll get what's the group that it's Omega Red, Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, Maverick, damn, what's the name of that group? They all part of the Weapon X program with Wolverine and them. I'm blanking on the name of that group.
Team X.
It might be, I think it's like Team X, I think. But yeah, should do a movie with all of them or something like that, man. Bring them back. Kind of find a way to integrate, the new Sabretooth for the new MCU and all that stuff. Like I said, introduce Omega Red and Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Maverick, all of them.
Who's gonna be the new Sabretooth?
Depending on how old is he compared to whoever you want the Wolverine person to be. We want to be in his 40s, or you want him to be like, what I'm saying? Because I mean, the new Wolverine gonna probably be in his mid-30s.
Whoever looks the part, I think you can recast Sabretooth.
Oh yeah, you getting recast. Wolverine getting recast, Sabretooth getting recast, all that getting
as
recast.
in
That's
like
what I think.
movie by movie. Like it doesn't matter.
Oh man, you trying to do like the X-Men and Fox, huh? Where they had a was it continuity, smartnuity as they saying? They had like
It don't.
85 angels, 25 toads. Like I mean, yeah, like I said, I guess it depends on like how young they want to go with Wolverine, and you kind of just bounce it from that. So I don't know. We'll see though. But all right, fellas, let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get into a few of these quick hits. Yes, sir. Listen, so whoever this person is, I ain't gonna try to pronounce his name. He confirms that Spider Noir isn't a continuation of Into the Spider-Verse. I think we kind of figured that from the name change. You know what I'm saying? So I think we talked about the fact that his name is Ben Riley. You know, if a lot of folks who read the comics and stuff know him, but Ben Riley from, the Scarlet Spider in the comics. He was a clone of Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So, but yeah, so supposedly this is not the same one. So, let's think about this, BA. Uh-oh, somebody muted.
You said really good
okay.
stuff.
You know what? That was profound, man. I don't think I can repeat that again, but I'll try. So I think more importantly, it doesn't tie you down to anything. I think that's the way to go. So you don't want to tie the Spider-Verse movie into any loopholes or anything like that, any corners, I should say. You don't want to back them into any corners or anything. So it kind of gives you the freedom to just have your own project, and say like, hey, this is just kind of our own IP, and everything else is just like doing what it's doing their thing. So sometimes separation is better. We don't necessarily need it. I personally didn't need a continuation from the movie because it's so fresh of a character on the main on any screen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, just do your thing. I don't need it to be a part of that. And maybe you can retcon certain stuff in your favor when you do that. So I just think that's just the best way to do it. And it also helps you if it flops. Well, that was them. That wasn't us. That wasn't To the Spider-Verse. There's none of that. Whatever they did, we ain't doing in the future joint that you see. So, and I think maybe they was probably the main one saying, yeah, y'all can do y'all thing, but in case it goes left, y'all ain't hear that from us. And sometimes that's just how it goes in entertainment. So I'm gonna go that route with it. Separation in this situation, I think, is okay.
What you got, good?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they, like you said, we knew that it was going to be different just off of the name, but yeah, I'm not surprised that they wanted to confirm it before the show came out, just because it's basically protect Into the Spider-Verse with it. Especially not even protected because the third one comes out next year after or so, and it showed at the end of the second one that Spider Noir was back as well. So you do want to be able to separate the two from being together. That way, you have him with his own show, and then you have the animated one that comes out within the next 2 years. So yeah, it's not surprising that that it is separated, and they wanted to confirm that it was separated from the animated as well. But I'm still looking forward to it, even though it's not part of it. I'm just really hopeful that they did a good job with this one. What you got, Big J?
I was making sure. So no, I think I don't mind it not being connected. Like I said, it's already kind of a niche product, so I don't think everything has to be connected to everything else. You could have one-offs, and I think this is fine being that. And I see you shaking your head, so you disagree wholeheartedly.
I'm joking.
Everything, it's all connected.
They got connected like a web.
The web of what was it, Madam Web? What is it? Your favorite movie?
This is his favorite movie.
Huh?
Them fighting words.
Bring it up every show, Madam Web.
Listen, this is my thing. So we all understand it's not connected, right? This is not the same Spider-Man, right? Then why in the hell did y'all add Big J's favorite actor of all time, Nicolas Cage, in the show?
I mean,
You
they
could
just still had the same
have got a
voice.
younger guy. You could have got a younger guy. Because you did that for a reason. Because you wanted that Spider-Man from the animated movie or whatever. Like you could have got another guy to play this guy.
Hold on.
Young.
You already said he's the greatest actor of all time, so that's the reason they put him in there. Come on now. You know, not the bees and all the other stuff he's done, man. Come
Not
on.
the bees, man. You know what I'm saying? He better say not the bees. Hey, he better say not the spiders in this show, Big J. You understand me? He better say not the spiders, or it's not gonna be a season 2. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Lose their mind because they love it not to be.
Bro, and you already know they're gonna talk about that on what's the show? Heavy spoilers. You know they're gonna bring that up. If they do say that, not the spiders. I don't know if y'all saw the new news that's tied to it. So supposedly Tombstone gonna be in this show too.
Oh, that'd be fun.
The same one or a new? Oh,
Yes.
a different one. I'm guessing.
No, it's a different one. Yeah, it's a different one. He and then like I thought I sent that to y'all. They had a drawing, illustration of him. Like he's not gray or anything. Like the Tombstone is gonna probably end up being in the Spider-Man movie or whatever. But Tombstone's gonna actually be in this too. And so she's gonna have 3 iterations of Tombstone.
Definitely wasn't gray.
Yeah, he wasn't gray. That's why at first I thought that was supposed to be the Tombstone for the movie. But then I saw them had like a kind of light picture of the Nicolas Cage Spider Noir in the background. I said, "Oh, okay, that's not the one from the movie." I'm finna say like, "Dang, they messing up already." But so yeah, no,
was it in color or black and white?
It was a drawing. It was a drawing in color. It was in color.
Okay.
Yeah. If I find, I'll send it to y'all in the group. But yeah, because I think they were saying it's gonna be 3 iterations of Tombstone here over the next year or so. Of course, you're gonna have the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Tombstone. You're gonna have a Tombstone in the Brand New Day movie, and then of course Tombstone here in Spider Noir. So which one come out first? Which one come out first, Spider Noir or Brand New Day?
I think Noir.
Spider Noir, probably.
Yeah, I think Noir.
Well, did they come out in April? Come out in April?
Spider Noir comes out May 27th.
Yep. So
and Spider-Man is summertime.
Okay. We okay. I see what Sony trying to do. They're trying to win Big J back, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. Either way, I'm cool with it, man. I just I mean, if that's the case, then you shouldn't even cast it, Nicolas Cage. But we'll see. We'll see.
I think they asked him. And it probably expecting a no from him. And then he was like, "Yeah, I do it." I was like, "Wait, what?
I ain't doing this.
You serious? You doing this? You got to do some like physical stuff." Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do it. And they kind of just said, "We stuck now."
You know what's crazy too about that BA? I think remember we heard the rumor that they were going to do a Spider Noir show. They were supposed to do a Spider Noir show, and they what's her name? Sydney Moon, the Silk, is supposed to do a movie for her, a show. I'm sorry, for her too. And I remember when they came out with the news for Spider Noir, folks online like, "Oh, it's got to be Nicolas Cage," and I was like, "Man, they saying that because he played in the movie, or whatever." Ain't no way in the world they gonna cast Nicolas Cage for this. Like, it's Spider-Man. You gonna need the guy to kind of be, young, agile, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Versatile, all that type of stuff. So then later on, it's like, yeah, Nicolas Cage has been cast. I was like, oh my god. So then my mind went to, okay, I guess he's just trying to. It's like a spinoff for the Spider-Verse or whatever. And now we're getting this news that he's not even nowhere close to the Spider-Verse. It's a completely different, a completely different Spider Noir. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Hopefully it's good, Big J. Hopefully. But let's see what we got for next, y'all. Check it out, y'all. It's almost that time. Release the schedule for the final season of The Boys. So they're gonna have 2 episodes on April 8th. Did they do that last year or last time? They had 2 episodes? I can't remember.
I think so.
I feel like they had 1. Okay. So the first 2 episodes are April 8th, episode 3, April 15th, episode 4, that's your birthday, cuz close to between, 29th and 22nd. Yeah, episode 4 on 22nd, episode 5, 29th, episode 6 on May 6th, episode 7 on May 13th, and then we got the series finale May 20th. So when y'all say Spider Noir drop?
The
You said
week
late
after.
May. Okay, so
Yeah.
May,
so it's
May
not interfering with
27th.
that. Okay, so it's not interfering with it. Cool, cool. That'll work.
The boys had season 4, 3 episodes at one time.
Okay.
The first 3
Yeah.
was dropped, and then they did after that. Then they did weekly after that.
Damn, I don't remember that, but okay, that's fine.
I mean,
I
you
guess they
remember
trying to. Yeah, I think I remember 2. I just didn't remember what they had. You said 3, right?
Yeah, it was 3 according to
First 3.
IMDb.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. What you think about this though? Cause
I'm looking forward to it. It's just that window. Like it's just gonna be a fantastic window of just nerddom. So because that's just leading into the summertime blockbusters. So it's just gonna be the perfect window of a crazy amount of great TV, and then bam, we hit the movies. So I'm looking forward to it. Definitely gonna have it set on my calendar when it release, just so I'll be able to watch it and be locked in. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be. This is, I think, with this series finale, this is what what you call appointment TV. I think this is what it's going to end up in appointment TV.
so when did Daredevil come out?
March, what, the end of March, right?
Yeah,
March 23rd, 24th, something like that.
Yeah, like next week.
Dang,
or
say like
next week,
right.
2 weeks.
Oh, March. I'm tripping.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I thought there was like 3 shows gonna be out around the same time, like coming out the same
it
day or
is.
something like that.
No,
Yeah, March
no,
24th.
they're going to drop. They're going to drop episodes together within the same time frame because it's going to be Invincible,
Oh,
Daredevil,
right.
and The Boys. So
Yeah, The
it's going
Boys.
to be like 4 weeks. I think it is that they're going to end up
Mhm.
having episodes run together.
Okay, that's what it was. Dang, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
We're about to have the longest shows ever. What you think though, Big J?
Oh, I'm already ready for this, man. I'm, and then like I said, with the trailer we just saw,
Mm-hmm.
they set it off. So I'm 100% ready to see what's gonna happen with Soldier Boy, Butcher, all of them. And to BA's credit, I think some people gonna die. So I think he'll be happy. I think a lot of folks gonna die.
I'm gonna say, there you go, clean it up, bro. It's gonna be a lot. A lot of
As
people
long
gonna die.
as Homelander dies, I think it'll be okay.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think he will for sure.
Like I said, if y'all read the comic, I mean, I ain't saying it's gonna be exactly like the comic, but
no,
I mean,
it won't be because we Black Noir and such, but we'll see.
Other than I'm gonna say, do y'all what if this season don't stick the landing? Is it gonna hurt the whole entire show in general? If it don't stick the landing, it will. Damn, that's crazy.
I don't think so because it didn't do it to Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones had a longer run.
That's a good point.
People talk about
say the question again.
So if this season don't stick the landing, does that hurt the show? BJ says yes. Cuz says no.
But he
That's
also
tough,
said the Game of
because you
Thrones.
brought up Game of Thrones, and that was billed as one of the greatest series of all time. But it's a big ass asterisk to go with it. Yeah, like that's a stain on that show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still a rewatch. It's still great enough to rewatch it. As far as
better ending. That's the problem.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Before the last episode of Game of Thrones, what would you have rated 1 to 10?
Before the last season, this was like a 9 out of 10, based off what they were doing. So once the last season happened, me personally, as a personal fan of the show, I felt that it was good. It was a good ending because the people who I wanted to won. That's different.
Right.
But for me to take that fandom out of it and just watch it, I'm like, this is one of the most rushed shows I've ever seen. Like, it's one of the rush seasons I've ever seen. Like, they completely kept running through everything, so it took the fun out of it. So no, it's overall it's like an 8 now. It's like a 7-8, and it was sitting at a 9-10 easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it does. It does. If we can take a season and just isolate a season, Peacemaker and see how good
I was just about to-
Peacemaker was.
That's what I was thinking.
And,
Yeah, that's what I was
and
thinking
then
too.
they just like, let's give you 2 musicals, like, that's not a 9 out of 10 no more. We got to drop it down to a 7 and 8, and which what we did with our score. So
Yep.
you have to stick the landing. So I think for this particular joint, it will, because of the sheer amount of depth that you're going to get, and the fact that it's a regular full season. You got a full season, and a lot of people going to die. It's kind of hard not to at that point. You just got to flush it out. You just got to go through the storyline. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look at the schedule and say, okay, it's let's say the season stopped April 29th. That's it.
Mhm.
Only 4 weeks.
Right.
That was Game of Thrones. That we only get 6 episodes. We was getting like 10 of them joints.
Mhm.
That's the problem.
What you think, BJ?
I just want to be known. I didn't even mention that show or that director, so wasn't me. For all those in the comments waiting for me to hate on something. So
You gave the hand signs to BA. That's how you start talking about.
nothing in the chat.
Done. What?
There's nothing in the chat. I
I'll bring it up.
I was going with the Game of Thrones analogy. I was like, yeah, you know.
And for the record, y'all, for people listening, I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. I'm just asking. We having a conversation here. I just want to know because we seen it happen before. Right, like BA brought up with the Peacemaker. Peacemaker, the whole entire episode from 1 through 7 was fire, and then we got hit with episode 8. It's like, God damn it, y'all was there. What happened?
Let's flip it, right? We can quickly flip it. Welcome to the It joint, the It series. Like that ending stuck. They stuck the landing, which made that series, which made the first season extremely great. Like that was pretty good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they would have failed it, you'd have been like, golly, it was almost good. No, that was a great Welcome to Derry was a great first season. So you gotta stick the landing in these shows, man.
Especially if you built it up. You know what I'm saying? You built it up. You set a standard. And now we're expecting you to stay at that standard. If you drop below that, it's like, yeah, exactly. Maintain it. Then you're like, God dang, what happened? Like I said, we talking about the whole, like I said, Peacemaker or whatever, or Game of Thrones, for example. But what you say, BA?
Will, last thing for Cuz. How you think of Gen Z season 2?
I think it was good. The
overall, even that the way they killed off your boy. A lot of people said that was rushed.
Yeah, it was.
It took away. It took the shine away.
It did.
What did we say about that last episode? I can't remember.
It dropped it down. It was good. It was
dropped it down.
I give it an 8,
but it wasn't the best.
It did drop it down. It did drop it down. But
you're right. We did say that because it wasn't better than season 1 finale. Nah. Season 1 finale was fire.
Yeah, it did drop it down. I see what you're going. I see what you're going with BA. Yeah, it brings it down. It brings down the shine. It can still be considered a great, even for the boys. It can still be considered a great series, but yeah, it would have the asterisk of that finale. So I'm tracking.
Dang, boy, I hope that because and it's funny you said that too, BA. I know we gotta go to the next one, but I know it's funny you said that because now that I'm thinking about it, when you go online, people kill Game of Thrones as a whole because of that one episode. Same thing people was doing with Peacemaker. Like I said, we sat there, we broke it down episode by episode. And we was like, yo, this show is like one of the best shows we ever seen. And that last episode, that's all people talked about was that last episode. Happens every time. Mm-hmm. So you're right.
Well, but that's your fault because you had built to false expectations.
Well, no. I'm not saying no. It is
according to the showrunner. He said that you created those expectations. He did not create any expectations. That was all you in your mind thinking, oh, it could be this, and this. So he was like, "That's your fault."
Yeah, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want none of that. When you don't stick the landing, it's like a magnifying glass. It makes the viewer pull out the magnifying glass, and that's why you can go through every part now. Yo, that was trash. That was trash. That was trash. And I'm going to highlight it versus not having it, and it's just, oh yeah, that was a part of it, but that ending though. So
I agree. Speaking of shows, man, this is another show that we're gonna be talking about here, man, pretty soon. Invincible season 5 will officially release in early 2027. So are they doing the whole every year thing too with this, or what's that? Matter of fact, when is it? I know animation takes a little bit longer, but that'd be nice if they already kind of got that lined up already. But Robert Kirkman wants Invincible to run for 9 to 10 seasons. If they talk about season 5, got a long way to go, man. I don't know. We have to watch this season because they start combining a lot of storylines and stuff together. So we don't know how the season gonna end or whatever, or how it's gonna begin. We already passed up the Invincible
That's
war.
war. Yeah.
Yeah, so Thrag is being introduced. I don't know how they going
The
because you're gonna still
Viltrumite
have
War.
the Viltrumite war. Um, if I had to guess, if that's the plan, and if they signed up for that plan, the 9 to 10 seasons, then I think the Thrag and what's the Battle Beast like that little fight will probably be like the last season, if I had to guess.
No, because remember after all that, remember even after I think wasn't it after the Viltrumite War where when Rudy had his turn, when Rudy turned kind of maniacal. So that's a whole.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. No. That was before the Viltrumite War.
Well, the Viltrumite War is about to come.
Was at the end.
But the Viltrumite, because remember him and Battlegirl was stuck on that other planet for years, like thousands of years, whatever. So I don't know. I think they're gonna do the Viltrumite War first. Because I think remember we also got to get the what Marky has to happen with him and Anissa because we don't have Marky yet. We don't have their daughter. What was I forgot the daughter's name too.
I forgot her name too. Yeah. And then what's Dinosaurus? Well, he gonna be in this season.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking Dinosaurus kind of tied more into the what's his name, Rudy or whatever, becoming evil. That's what I'm saying. Like they might stretch that Viltrumite thing out to like next season or something or whatever. Stretch it further down the line. Like, you don't have to necessarily just because he's in this season, don't have to necessarily start the Viltrumite war. They can save that towards the end. Well, that's literally towards the end of the story in general. So
if they do it right, so the Viltrumite war could be all of next season because you could have this season be. Remember, they had to go do the stuff where they had to go get all the people that his father wrote about in those books. Like the Ragnars, whatever they call them, you know, I'm talking about the creatures with the
they can cut them,
and then the space racer. We ain't even been introduced to space racer. The dude on the motorcycle with the gun that can shoot through planets,
with the gun and kill anything. Yeah.
So there's a bunch of stuff that's got to get built up.
Now I was gonna say too, Big J. Now remember before the Viltrumite war started, they had that virus that made the Viltrumites leave Earth. So we got that whole storyline before that even. I think that's before the Viltrumite war. So they got a lot of stuff they can do before they end to get to the Viltrumite war, because the Viltrumite war is towards the end of the actual whole entire run of Invincible. So that's what I'm saying. They can wait on the end. Like they can deal with Thrag and all that, come up with that, Alan will come up with that virus or whatever that kind of makes them leave the planet and all that stuff. But and it also still deal with Rudy and what he's gonna go through. Like now, I don't know if they're gonna have Rudy and Monster Girl off the planet for 1,000 years or whatever. If they're gonna be part of the story, maybe, I don't know. But like I said, they have enough. If they're talking about doing it for that long, they have enough time to squeeze all those storylines in before they even get to the Viltrumite war or whatever. That's the war that ends all the whole entire storyline or whatever. So that's when Mark becomes the king of the Viltrumites and all that type of stuff. So like I said, man, if they talk about doing, I mean, nobody here gonna complain about it. If you give me some good content, we see each season got better than the last. So whatever.
But to what you were saying though, I was looking. So it drops next. Was it next week?
Next week. Next
Invincible drops next week, and then Daredevil drops the week after that, and then The Boys. It's gonna be
2 weeks later. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna have like a month straight of just greatness,
and then movies, back to back.
Bruh.
I think that this Friday is going to be the first big movie of the year.
Project
Hail Mary. We will be in the movie theaters. Shout out to the missus.
Just to to try to separate some things, we might be able to, and that depends on everybody's schedule. Go over the Daredevil joint when it comes out on Tuesdays. But it's for my time, it starts at 9 and I don't get on till 11. So that does give me like a good 2 hours. It'll be the same thing for y'all. You'll have 2 hours to kind of get the viewing in. Ain't gonna be too much reviews on YouTubes and stuff. So you gonna have to, give your honest opinion on it and everything. But yeah, because to cram everything into a Saturday show is tough.
Gonna be a lot.
So you know.
But I was gonna say something else too. Kind of what piggyback on what PA was just saying. Oh, did we find out what's Invincible's plans are? Is it the first what they got the first like 2 episodes or whatever too, or they gonna do one?
I only
one
saw
every...
one. I only saw one.
Okay,
is
and then
for next week, but yeah.
So they doing so. After that. Boys doing 2.
So they're doing 3. And Invincible's doing 3 the first day.
Are they?
And then it's going, and then it goes weekly after that.
Damn. Okay. What about Daredevil? What they doing? Did we talk about that too? Did one of y'all post the schedule in the group? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is that? But I feel like they said it's gonna be like two episodes in a day, in the first day or something like that. I can't remember. Cause man, if that I'm you know what, for the sake of us, I kind of hope it is just one. I mean, I want it to be multiple, but
that's a lot.
Well, you know what? Remember last season, y'all, they did the first 2 episodes was on day 1, and then they did 2 more episodes like the 4th or 5th week or whatever. Remember that?
No, they're doing one a week. This is what it shows right now. They're showing the first episode on March 24th, episode 2 March 31st, and then just one a week.
Okay, that's
and
okay.
For Invincible, they're doing 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 for the boys, 3 for Invincible, 1 for Daredevil. Okay. Man, okay.
Race gonna be insane.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, we might have to figure out a way. Like I said, what BA was just saying, probably we can get that first little 30 minutes. You know, there's gonna be technically 19 minutes with credits or whatever. For Daredevil, we could do that Daredevil episode. Like watch the show, and then kind of right after the episode, we can talk about it on the show, whatever, on a Tuesday. So
yeah,
okay, man, yeah. This is what we've been dreaming of right here, man. Just content on top of content, man. Fire content. So we finally finna get it, man. So yeah. All right, y'all. Last but not least, man. This is y'all's favorite news right here. Check it out. James Cameron says Avatar 4 is very likely to happen. So supposedly, he wants to try to find a way to cut down the budget a little bit. And the rumor at first was it was going to be a 4-year time jump, and now it's going to be an 8-year time jump. So, I know y'all love this movie more than life, but I'm gonna ask y'all this right here: if they do an Avatar, is this the last one? Big J.
The second one should have been the last one.
Well, here's the problem with what you said though.
It's a hater.
So the last one made $1.48 billion, and it was also on the limited run. So remember, because they shortened the window, so still did pretty good on a shortened window.
Damn, Jesus. I didn't know that. I remember you told us like what was it, 1.5 or something? What'd you say?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's at 1.48. What did the number? The second one made over $2 billion, right?
Yeah, both the first and the second one made over $2 billion.
So I think as long as it makes over $1 billion, I think they're gonna. Why wouldn't you keep making them? You know what I mean?
Damn, I didn't know that, bro.
Incredible.
Yeah. Like I said, it's he's talking. I mean, he talked about it after the this last one that just came out. He was talking about maybe trying to cut down on the budget a little bit, man. So that way, you know, it'd be more profitable for the movie or whatever. Because yeah, it made 1.4, but how much is that gonna be in their pockets? You know what I'm saying? Because I know the budget is stupid. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I didn't know it was like limited. That's pretty good for a limited release. Well, not limited release, but limited time in the movie theater or whatever. That's pretty good, man. Because I know the first 2, I think, well, the first for sure, I think went in the movie theater for like 10 weeks or something like that. The second one was in there for about 7-8 weeks or something like that.
The first one was longer. No. The first one was way longer than that. The first Avatar, that ran probably like 7-8 months.
Oh, you're right.
Just like we talked about with Endgame, and that was in the movie theater for like 9 months.
Yeah, you're right.
So the thing is, they said Fire and Ash had a budget of about 350 to 400 million. So once again, if you cut in half,
even.
No, it did more than broke even. I don't think they had a stupid marketing budget. They don't really have to anymore. I think it did okay. I mean, if you double that, if you cut the other stuff in half, that means it made about $700 million at the box office net, to the studio. and that's before streaming and everything else, and merchandising and all that stuff. So I'm sure they profitable. Probably made a couple $100 million. So I'm sure they're all right.
That's crazy.
What you think, BA?
You know, I was thinking something different. When it comes to Avatar, it's just like as popular as these movies are, as iconic as these movies can be, they kind of only stick to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no video game of Avatar. There's no animated anything that I've seen from there's no cartoons of Avatar. It's like if you know that your movie is going to get that many people watching it every time you come out with one, just where's the fanfare around Avatar other than the movie? Even when you go to the cons of the world and stuff, is like, yeah, you'll see some of the product, but it's just only movie based, and it's just I just don't understand it. Like we were talking about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones as a TV show took over a lot of things, pop culture and all that. It was a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And Avatar isn't. I'm like, even Endgame, like you'll hear Endgame on different references to a lot of different things, or you'll hear someone say like, "Yo, I gotta get them all," and they're not talking about Pokemon. They talking about Thanos in the stones. It's like like, yo, there's no referencing to Avatar, nothing. You might get, he look like one of the blue people. Like that's about as far as you go. Like I don't understand it. So when you say it's a 4, yeah, no doubt he can do a 4, and it's gonna sell. But I was just thinking like, yo, where's the fanfare around it? Because people go out to see it in droves. I don't get it. I think that's millions of dollars. That's just we'd be okay.
You know what's crazy? BA. Oh, go ahead, BJ.
Not gonna say you said it, but I don't know if you don't remember what happened after that first one released. When the first one dropped, people lost their mind. Like they were talking about people who was depressed coming out of the movies because Pandora was so beautiful, and then it had to come out into the real world, and it was like, oh man, this sucks. And they kept going back to see the movie so they could go back and live in that world. I'm telling you, man. There was people writing all kind of articles about it. I'm telling you, they were talking about there was a.
No, I remember that.
Yeah,
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that first one was a phenomenon. That's why it made like almost $3 billion.
Remember, James Cameron is always trying to push the boundary with technology when it comes to these movies. That's why, like when you said that, BJ, yeah, people was like, yo, because like I said, the first one I didn't get to see in 3D. Mm-hmm. So when we saw the second one, I saw my wife like, yo, I gotta see it in 3D because people are telling me like, yo, it's a different experience when you go see it in 3D. So I saw the second one. I didn't see the third one in 3D. I saw it now. I'm good. I just want to see the movie or whatever. So but what BA said, it's funny you said that, BA, because I heard this conversation before. And to be honest with you, like I said, I like the movies, but I gotta 1,000,000% agree with you. I don't know how something like this, where it's like I hear more people like my cuz here, trashing the movie, right? But it's like, but how in the hell did the movie just make $2 billion in? If people, if it's like a running joke, and like I don't know why everybody want to see this movie. There's a bunch of people, blue people in the forest or whatever. If people had that mind frame, it's like a running joke, and there's like really no pop cultural anchor out there for this movie, then how in God's name is it making $2 billion? You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, you go to a Comic-Con and stuff, like you can watch online or on the internet, people posting Comic-Con videos and pictures. Like you said, you see folks dressed up as an Avenger, a DC character, a Star Wars character, or whatever, but you don't really see nobody dressing up as a character from Avatar. It's like, so this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, bro, as far as something like this of this caliber. Like usually when you see something make money like that, it's like, yo, everybody and their mama want to be I forgot the name of the alias, but everybody want to be one of them, but you don't see that though. And it's like, yo, how in the world does that even happen? Like BJ just said, it ain't spend a lot of money on the marketing because they don't have to at this point. Everybody knows what Avatar is. Hey, just show what the planet look like, get a couple visuals. Hell, the trailer don't even tell you what the storyline is no more. Hey, just show you some shots from this, show them gliding on one, the animals or whatever, the water, all that type of stuff. Bam, you sold me. I'm in. Then it tell you go see it in 3D. You really gonna feel like you're there. Okay, I'm sold. I'm there. And it's just like, bro, that's a great point you brought up, BA. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Because like once you leave that movie theater, that's it.
You ever see him October 31st? You don't even see him there.
No, that's what I'm saying. You'll see them.
Nah,
I don't, because when you said that, I'm literally was sitting there trying to think like, bro, there's like no cultural like impact from Avatar, but like, let me give you another example. The first Matrix was a cultural impact. Look how many people you saw at Comic-Cons after that with the leather jackets and the shades and all that stuff. You don't see that with this. But I'm like, but how in the hell is it making $1 billion? Go ahead, BJ.
Okay, so let's talk about it though. Yes, the Matrix, you wear all black and some shades. Cool. This you got to be basically naked with a thong on, painted blue. Everybody can't pull that off, though. People around,
That's true.
with some twigs and berries on, painted blue. Talking about, oh, look at me, I'm a Navi. You know what I'm saying? So
Navi, yeah, that's it to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might have a point there. But like, even with that though, like, I don't see like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see like people like, Twitter pictures as a Navi or nothing like that, or like there's nobody, there's nothing. You don't really see it. Like you said, once you step out that movie theater, that's it.
There's only
it's like,
one person who can do
Avatar.
If Victor Wembanyama dressed up like he could pull it off. He's about the right proportion.
Yeah, he about as tall as them too. You're right.
Other than that, people can't. He got that elongated, body and arms and all that. So he can pull it out. He just paint himself. That's the thing you do. Get him and what's that dude? Bobby. Get them to just be for the next movie. Just do no CG, just real practical. Practical. Just paint a bunch of tall, skinny dudes. There you go.
Big J is right, but at the same time, like I can just think of, let's say, horror movies, right? Like the Slender Man. I done seen people dress up with the Slender Man that's like 5'2".
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just does it. Like Rel said, once that movie ends, that is enough for the Avatar world, and we are going about our lives. And like in a world of AI in the VR stuff that you can put on your joints, right? You know what I'm saying? I thought they was going to take over that. Like, yo, you are going to be in the world of Avatar once you put this on. They didn't even do that.
Like they have a Avatar world, I think, at Disney World or Universal, if I'm not mistaken. And like, I don't really hear people talking about that. Like, oh, I just went to the, Pandora or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like at Universal or wherever it's at. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear people talking about that. And like, but people, like you said, BJ, people want to be in that world and all that stuff. Like people are crying because it felt so real and all that stuff. And James Cameron is steady stepping up the technology in each one of those movies. And you're thinking like, yo, if it's got that much of an impact on folks when they're watching it, then why isn't it enough? Why aren't we seeing anything outside of the movie theaters? Other than like, he said, yeah, once in a while, he think he from Avatar or whatever or something, like a little one little joke that's like a little throwaway joke or whatever. So I don't know, man. That's pretty interesting though, BA, what you said, because I the first person I heard say that, and I was like, damn, that is kind of a good point. Great point.
But
you can say that, BJ?
But I did pull up just to see, to his point, the highest grossing directors of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Now Cameron with just those 3 movies is ahead of the Russos. But he's number 2.
What?
He's number 2.
Hold on, he got the 2 Avatar. 3 Avatars, and then he also got Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
What about True Lies? Terminator 1 and 2.
Terminator 1 and 2. Mm-hmm.
Aliens.
Alien.
Is it Alien? Aliens.
Aliens. Alien was Ridley Scott.
Oh, duh. That's right. You're right.
But he's number 2. And you know who number 1 is. I don't even need to tell you who number 1 is.
Steve Spielberg.
He is. There you go, Steven. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's another movie coming out that I want to see. That was it? The Classification or whatever.
Yeah. That looks good, but I think Cameron will take him if he makes one more. If he doesn't as Avatar, he'll be number 1 director of all time.
Hey, with less movies.
Yeah. With less movies.
With less movies, because all he gotta do, man, he make a movie once every 10 years, bro, and it's $1 billion. like God dang, he would. But yeah, man. All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get to these questions and comments, man. We can call it a night. All right, man. We got Dustin in here. Shout out to Dustin. He was in here rambling. I don't know what he's talking about. Shout out to Queen. Said, "What's up, Glow Yard? What up, Queen? What up? What up?" Got Njayo. Is that how you pronounce it? He says, "WTF is this this setup? Y'all gonna fix this?" He says, "Everything is so small." That's because you're watching it on the phone version, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got two different versions. You got the regular version and you got the phone version. If the version that you're looking at has like a little phone icon next to it, that means you're looking at it on the phone version. We have another version on there. To go to our channel, man. We have another version of this episode going right now. It's the regular YouTube version, which is crazy. We got more people watching on the phones than we actually do on the regular version. Shout out to Salam, who's watching it on the regular version. He says, now, Game of Thrones last season and last episode hurt the seat. Damn, listen. The way BA broke it down, I mean,
Yeah.
I thought, man, I was trying to help it out, but I mean, he's right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, it sucks that you put all that work in it, and then that one thing just messes up the whole entire project. Like that sucks. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Like you can't get everybody's hopes that high, and then you just don't stick the landing, man. And that's what happens. Like I said, all you heard people talking about, they don't talk about how great it being one of the greatest series of all time. They talk about that one episode. Like I said, like Big J was saying, Peacemaker. You talk about we talked about Peacemaker all season, one episode. You know how that go. So, and I know Big J gave all the episodes at least a 2. So, you know what I'm saying. So he said. Salon says every time people discuss Game of Thrones as one of the GOAT shows, someone said that last season though. Yeah. So hold on. Y'all thought the last season was bad or just the last episode?
No, people think the last season was
the
bad.
last season.
Yeah, it's the whole season.
It
didn't match up to the whole to the rest of it.
And people also,
because you got
the Dark Knight or whatever, the Long Night. Remember that episode? No, people clown that. That's before I even saw. Because they were like, you can't even see the show. Everybody's trying to adjust the
content. I know. You had to have a specific
you got to think going back into that time period. The season before that was 2 years prior. Like they was trying to do every single year, and they told us, "Yo, you gotta wait 2 years for the last season." And then it's still 6 episodes after that. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, you waited 2 years, and this is what we got.
Not only that, BA, that season was 6. The season before that was 8. Remember that? They've been doing 10 all the way up to season like 7. 7 was it was like 8 episodes on 7, and then season 8 had 6 episodes. So you're right. Yeah. Cause they hyped it up. We thinking like, man, when they said we're gonna push it back another year, we're like, oh, it's gonna be the greatest season, or should I say, season finale of all time. I'm trying to think, which was it episode The Long Night? What was that? Was that episode 6?
No, that was like 3.
No, that was probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's early in the season.
Because they had to fall out, then they had to deal with Cersei. Yeah, that was 3. Yeah, that was a little bit earlier. My girl Arya, she killed the Night King. I was happy, but I can see why people was not happy.
Yeah, I can definitely see why people were not happy for sure. Because I was gonna say, I think I was saying to my wife that episode 7 should have been the finale. The episode 7 was fire. I think in that season, if I remember correctly, I think I was like, yo, that should have been episode 8 or whatever. Because episode 8, I was like, yo, this is it. It had a short conclusion, and then it's when they had that long, like a bunch of like talking or whatever, and they were trying to find out who's gonna be the next king, and of course, Bran ended up being the king, which kind of made everybody mad. It's like, yo, this don't even make sense. But yeah, I want to go down that road again, man. But yeah, y'all know. Salam also says, I agree, man. So I don't understand how it makes billions for 2 and 3. He said, I don't hear anybody talking about it after the first one. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not, it doesn't have that same cultural impact like a lot of other stuff that we talk about. And so that's why, like I said, other than like people kind of making like little running jokes like, Avatar or whatever. Like, I really don't, it's not really talked about like that. So, but yet, 2 billion. Like you heard Big J just said, James Cameron make one more. He the highest grossing director of all time. So
he's only like 500 and some million behind. It's like $550 million behind. So it's not that big.
Oh, Jet re-released this movie. He might pass it right there. Or re-release Titanic or something. He might pass it right there. You never know. And Salam says, I do see Avatar girls on Halloween and cosplay. Oh, so you do see them. Okay. I was going to say,
I'm not saying that is wrong. I'm just saying if you Google Avatar cosplay, I'm trying to tell you, you be like, I don't be seeing these in the streets. I'm trying to tell you, yo.
Yeah.
But that Salon, they say, yeah. I'm saying I didn't see it. That's all.
Yeah, like I don't. I'm not with you. I don't see a lot. I think I see. The only time I think I seen it, there's a girl on like on Instagram or something like that where she kind of paints her face to different characters and stuff, like in comics and anime and all that stuff. She painted her face blue and made herself an avatar. That's it. Like as far like you were saying, people walking around as cosplaying at a Comic-Con or for Halloween or whatever. I don't see it. We can say, yeah.
You can go to the next comment.
Oh, he said I know where to find them. He said you know where to find them. Okay.
If they are on OF, then that does not apply. That negates them from the conversation. That's all I'm going to say at that point. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey man, don't be hating on certain people's fetishes, man. You know what I'm saying? He said like blue people. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys for another episode, man. Listen, we'll be back here on Saturday for another episode. For the people, man, that's kind of wondering why it looks different in certain formats, we have two different ones, y'all. You have the phone version on YouTube, and then you have the regular YouTube version. So if you see a cell phone icon on the title, that is the phone version. You want to look for the regular YouTube version. It should be right below that or above it or whatever if you're looking on our channel or whatever. So just for heads up for people kind of wondering and stuff. So, but yeah. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're into geek content, like I said, we do this every Tuesday and Saturday morning. We'll be back here on Saturday morning for more content. Y'all said what come out this Friday? You said Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go catch that this weekend too. See what it's talking about. Hold on, y'all. Wait. So Spider-Man comes out, the trailer?
Yeah, this weekend.
We got a confirmation?
No, not yet.
Okay, we ain't got a confirmation, bro. Hold on. Hopefully we hear something before Thursday, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. But yeah, listen, like I said, we'll be back here on Saturday, y'all. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new, hit the likes and all them good things. And we'll be back here on Saturday, y'all. So till then, y'all stay geeked. And we out.